Many parents will be asking, when does my student need to wear a mask? At Ashland City Schools, we're adopting the policy that at bus stops, you will need to be wearing a mask. When you are entering a transportation device at Ashland City Schools, that would be a van or a bus or a minibus, you're going to be asked to wear a mask, such as this cloth mask or a medical mask. If you forgot your mask at home, each bus driver will have a mask that they can give a student. It is a medical mask. So as you enter the bus, you're going to walk on with the mask already on. We appreciate you abiding by this as you ride transportation here at Ashland City Schools. As we get closer to the start of school, when you're riding any transportation device of the Ashland City School District, you'll be wearing a mask. Also, we would ask that you sit straight up and you limit what you touch. Obviously, all of our buses will be disinfected every evening, and we also ask that when you ride our buses, you abide by the seat assignment that is given to you by the bus driver. Thank you for abiding by these things on our buses, on our vans, and on our minibuses. To maintain safety on our buses, Ashland City Schools has begun a fogging process after each trip that we take. You'll see in this video how our service mechanic and head bus mechanic, Dave McClure, will fog the bus after a trip. This is how we will maintain safety after each of our trips with our students each day. The thorough fogging of this bus takes the ionic charge of the fogger and attaches to the molecules within the virus and the different parts of the bus, so that it kind of seeps into those viruses and any diseases that would be on the bus and kind of eliminates them that way. So we're real happy with the disinfectant that we use, and we're really happy with the coverage within the bus to get every nook and cranny so it's safe for our kids coming to and from our schools. Once again, to maintain safety and health on our buses, we have installed hand sanitizer dispensers in the dashboard of our buses, thanks to head mechanic Dave McClure and his invention. As you come on the bus, press the button, hand sanitizer, and now we are safe on our buses and we'll sit in our assigned seat. Because of the generous donations of the Samaritan Foundation, all students and staff will have their temperatures measured before they enter any of our facilities. It looks like this. 97.1. She can come to school today. As you enter any of the Ashland City Schools facilities as a student, if you are coming off of transportation, you already have your mask on. If you are dropped off by a parent, you should have your mask on as well. We're going to ask that our students wear their masks in transition. So as long as we can abide by those things, I think it will really allow for a healthy restart to Ashland City Schools. We're here in a classroom at Ashland Middle School. Each classroom will be socially distanced or have dividers. The governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine, has said that he recommends masks for 3rd grade through 12th graders. Our littlest students and our pre-K students probably will not have masks on. If they do have masks, that's a wonderful idea, but they are not required. During lunch at Ashland City Schools, it is permissible to take your mask off. We've socially distanced here at Ashland Middle School. All of our cafeterias will make that a firm option for all students to make sure that we socially distance. Many of our classrooms in our primary buildings and our intermediate building will probably be eating in their classrooms. But once again, this is the safest method possible with the amount of students that we have. Remember, you can take your mask off when you eat, even if you're eating alone. So fight, Ashland, on the way to victory. Oh, hey, just keeping good hand hygiene here. I didn't recognize you there. To have a safe restart, we need to maintain safe hand hygiene where you wash your hands for 20 seconds or more. Don't wash your hands for 1 minute because you'll need to get back to class. We know that many parents like to drop their students off or have appointments at our school buildings throughout the district each day. During our restart, we are asking that visitation by any community members or volunteers or parents be very limited unless you make them by appointment only. If you are going to come into our building, you will have your temperature taken and you will need to be wearing a mask, whether you're a parent or a visitor or any other community member that has a scheduled appointment at our school buildings. So we appreciate you masking up to come into our buildings, making an appointment, and limiting the amount of times that you visit our buildings unless it is absolutely essential. Thank you.
Ashland City Schools continues to abide by the high expectations and guidance of our local health organizations. Our district was able to conduct an outdoor, 2-session graduation at the end of May for our graduating seniors. Ashland City Schools went to great lengths to meet the safety needs of our students, staff, and families under strict health guidelines. By socially distancing, sanitizing, and disinfecting at a high level, and providing wellness checks upon entry, we were able to make this a memorable and successful experience for our stakeholders. This is a great example of our organization performing at a high standard for the health and safety of all. We will absolutely continue this high standard during the restart and daily operations of this new school year. What was done for graduating seniors will be upheld for all students every day within the Ashland City School District.